All right, abusia for Nana Romeo ni medin. Medaso America abrochi mamuna. Eja me ba abrochi bia botaya ba ko esi mani so ne se anam pese me bon komo free abrochi ema obi owo Ghana bia onya kwan to kwan da no. Nsem bia ya na yetete no. Onya ne ntiase ni yi. Because me kura mpo se ana se member America na mbi se oba America yetietia glass nso. Ba meduru ana mu so sa ya asase te se Ghana asase na. We nyina na ehwe bitim na America no nso no yesu ana na ehu obukum no ase tambia kunu fefefe batsa na ya anadwo daytime no normal nti we mu nyina no se obi anka ebia na bukum de na de be adwuma na ene botaye nti a ye video nyina ne se ebedi nkomo afa parenting ho wa brochire se wawo ma wa brochire enkwada ne ntitiye no yate se problems bebre wom aha sei yate se ye mu nkwada na obo ba na akoda no report ope wahwe ya nyame anya wadoma social fo beba beje akoda no no kure wom sa anan no so yate sem ebiem aha nkoda no so no yesi do mbeka so mo pe no yesi oyema no eno so sa na ti ana sa nkomo we nyina na eba bedi eni nti na meni menu aba me namesake ono so ye Saturday born sa me ye kwame eno no so yama nti ama introduce wo kakra mahwefo no matiefo na fe ye nkomo.
Anyway, me din di Josephine Opoku danso.
Okay.
I'm a Pukia, me feed you. See, if some kind in Saturday born.
That's right.
Me a Ghanaian near me to Dallas Fort with her.
Oh, okay.
And me fee me a half fancy and half asante.
Oh,
It's not me din Puku. I'm a Pukia no.
Ntoti me ka fancy no.
Me ka fancy kakra. Me nya de me ka fancy kakra na ma ka agona kakra. Me ma me fi agona abodom. And me papa so fi asante be kwa ni apenkra. But me ni me krom wo asante.
Asante ni de onko.
Me call that, yeah. But abodom de ma call several times and ma call Cape Coast several times. Actually I grew up between Dansoman and Agona Stredo because
my Dansoman lady.
And
me papa
no wonder. Me ma me to kotena your friends Stredo kakra because of transfer no nurse until ye kotena Agona Stredo kakra.
Okay.
Actually we even went to Swedish school, secondary school.
I see. Stredo for America apa, especially Austin.
Yeah, Stredo for
Because both party were Austin now. Swedru for almost 70% of Nipa by United Swedru for.
Oh, really?
It's more hapa. Swedru for Munyimu 2.
Yeah, Munyimu 2.
Patapa, Uniaba, anyway. Unia Swedru. Now, Oba America, how many years?
We can say it's been a minute. Okay. I think say first it was just vacation.
Okay.
And later, somewhere around 2001, 2002, no. I married my first husband. In Tennemami, Akunyana Mitimidiba, America, and then I came with a green card.
Oh, okay.
Now for the Stiwa. But prior to that, there was just vacation.
Until with the first marriage, and I'm out buy a green card, I'll buy it. Okay, how many years in it?
Because roughly me close to about 20 years here in America.
And so you're a pioneer, no. What can I have to because
I can't say to your crew, I can't forget.
20 years, you know, you did Bananka, what a crown, no for Boba, and I wanted that.
Yeah, maybe we got 20.
We'll see much. We'll see much. We won't have faint here, we'll see much. Now, what Ghana, now you're Jumana, say, na Ochadany Bibia, I face not a bruchy never when this is over by Bruchiana, by chance now, buy.
Not me work Ghana. Actually, I had my secondary school education. And then after that, I continued to YWC and then to IPS.
Okay.
And I was a secretary for Trilidor, Mr. Umar, former, I think he was one of the first people to bring remote control garage doors to Ghana.
Oh, okay.
And to me, Mr. Umar Yejuma for a while. And then I came on my vacation, my first vacation here in America, sent a kind earlier on. And later now, me meet Mikunu, which my Mikunu na me worry na I knew him and son or Barbruch. And only the nana papa ne busuan for hands, also a file man no baha. And later, I just say, you be worrying them, I think maybe 2 bar crew say for good. Yeah.
But now, you gas over Quabuchi.
Our enema, a butcher, ni be seen in so not if you want Ghana, namin case, a so bad, dear, but none be part me manage it. Yeah, not say akwenya ne beda ho a ye na e Ghana we wanted to send your car begin in your intro no. We all want to come see send your Abrochire city. So everybody wants America. Maybe it's always been my number one goal say I want to come to America and see. That's why I struggle say I'll come on vacation here. And me buy no na me nyaaya na nka metena. But in Krata 70 niamaniama no na afeso na me then. Now I wasn't ready to go through our ceremony, stress in niamaniama no and na nipa timu so ye ne de kakra sa abinu mu ti ye san ko fi.
Okay. Meaning say na Ghana kwa na bad for somebody Ghana timba vacation no assign code. That means na
Bakupo.
Oh, but I can call the ticket na ko bit my baby.
Anyway, that's true.
That's just by the way. Into Oba America no for let's say 20 years no. Have you regretted Oba America and I say it's been good for you?
It hasn't been Bronicanas, it hasn't been rosy.
Okay.
Even though me fi Ghana and I came with a US green card. Stefan is saying Krata 70 I didn't have no issue with it. And mechanic said Benami Kuno so me worrying so now it wasn't that bad. Cry na okay, but when my country moon some our giant in money bear muno and my name of bed in Kakramam. And I'm so me buy no, minya green card na me buy no. I think Sanche and I'm a wo and see mentimi anya adwuma ma wo so me nya no very easy kakrantina. I couldn't balance the job and working together until she kran sana bia me bepe adwuma. I think say me adwuma kakra me wo akwala no ba chroma sitna me ba chroma for pa me de bia me wi fisa asem no me kun e de me kochia masters like I said master me kuma fo na wo chroma say and me ne master e ko be fa me pie ko be and odi me introduce ma me de me wi feeder ma me ne ka kire na I think say na menyim ba na ma me ne kra nim say na menyim at that time and also wa ba kwa body mi chia ne say na se ba ne ba be ma ba ko pe na be ware me no se chroma wa band is two things you have to choose one either say obepe education or obepe usika ne wadwuma ewie na wie a wapa awo ana say obepe wawo na wie na wie a wape usika
so meaning
because you can balance the two and for you to balance the two not just say you are at war with yourself because it's not a way so catch them say two things and I just giggle now beginning I didn't understand what she's saying until say reality set in for me myself. Yeah.
So meaning say first child obe wo no America.
Yeah.
That time now no first husband no. Do you know what saying?
Many women actually we had one boy and a girl. My Penny Brianna, she's 17 right now. Okay. Say Ghana one Quebec so form 3. Yeah. And now me back at one so 15 which is Jaden. Okay. So also if anything 10th grade. It's Ghana Quebec so form 2. Yeah.
This is here you say first marriage in there yami adom money will be right.
Yeah, it's been over. I can say coming November is 12 years.
But what's our worry?
Masa worry bio. Nene so enche bi am worry. Remember this roughly, you know. Me 2 years mo na marry. Yeah.
But I know the
yeah. Our Ghana.
Ono na wo.
Me ni ba.
Ntina say in all my two.
Me my mienu pe yeah.
Yeah. Yemra san komo no so. Oba be wo ha. For the first time and now that wo first child. Na one one eti na one be ma na neti ana one be ma na busuafo nyina na namote.
Na me ni me ko mienu pe na net.
Pe na namote. Enti onyinsen ye onyinsen mu no. Fa process nim. On say Ghana oba nyinsen a. Oye lucky a ebia ne nkumafo kra beba besuso ne mu. Enti obi a wonye aduane because oba bia ne said ye nyinsen etreat no. Obi onyem a me sister na chi ba ne me. Obetumi aye adwuma on today abewo. Still no ye adwuma on tehwe say you crack also. Ena ema bi so omonyema after 1 month no kra no oba emre ontumi nya hwe. O de no oye that type na nyinsen ema wo yemre ana otumi gina na so sa until that ba call labor. O de na na say.
Unfortunately for me, me dey remain easy. I want to cry and I think say I think I want to cry and me komu kakra like I had to go through a little struggle as I need to get it my first pregnancy stable and then what I say see me menya I want easy sir. Now I couldn't balance adwuma any nyinsen together.
Okay. And to meaning say when nyinsen ye no you had to quit your job.
And proud to even proud to mefa ye phone ankasa no like me back roman me no was very helpful to me. He wanted me to me continue my education and get certain things done. Me by and I was trying to look in between what I want to do. Do I want to go do nursing? anesthesiology assistant. That was one thing that was in my mind, so I wanted to do. And nti my sheda kra anye adwuma bibiri. And secondly, so we wanted to have a child so bad.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, but for now we had that. I think that Ghana mentality was with me. Me kwabusuafo was also expecting me say be massive no nya na me woman nti. I think my focus more was trying to get a baby for my husband too. Nti the stress between na my sheda nkwa ye adwuma ye me adwuma kakra. I have to be honest with you, but you say ni tomu na na mjai be fi.
Nti yin say no tomu no that means say na wo fie.
Na me fi.
Nti that time no na still no ukunu pe ana onye say no unya obi a owo fie oboabo ana it was just you and your husband.
It was just me and my husband. Me nkuma for like I said me nya me yin say very easy. I was sick throughout the first pregnancy till the last day I'm a warrior.
Okay.
Nti na me nkuma for me nchen once a while but no money enti e wo no maba besran because na me pu adwuma na waye busy tied up na me ntimi drive ya na bia me kuma bia be fa me doctor's appointment that kind, but it was mainly me and my husband at home.
Good. Nti eba sa no na ukunu ososo mu kakra because ne yere nyem ne yere ho mfa no onye okay nti na aduane no mu no o na asan kwa kitchen kwa aduane na onu ukunu di ana onimu situation that time nti no na ono aye aduane ososo mu eno so na etisen
no kwase me kwakujan ya did that time honestly. He helped me oboa me say funny say me ni say mo because me nya easy.
Okay.
Me I think I'm that person now. I have me yakwala ware me fepa. I just like to say me gina kitchen me papa ne ma me aware be see ende enti me sorry na me ku aduane so me to the table abrocha onya ne sa me pack lunch amano
as I offer say o treat ni sa
thank you miss me dia no aware me just although na kono ye me de ye me fe
ama Saturday for ankasa de odo pa na unfortunately ana ye ntanhia odo
ye ntanhia ni unfortunately
person odo nipa no
but and I had the willing to do it say me ye kakrama no na so no so do wo fie no so aboa and actually no so pe ba de den he wanted a girl desperately so person no to ne nana ne ade nti oba na se wanye we would just go out and eat.
Okay, that's one thing.
Don't have any aduane no ane sa aduane ni oba it you guys am my ne kwan ye me buy ba ko didi wa bonten.
And e bi me se agochira ware enso so no. Ye ni se oba be ma no eben oba no eben. Enti se Ghana ye se oba de onya be ma ware wa ona be bibia no. Aha me buy ade ba kwa ma hu ni se emema no aduane. Oba bi obekọ adwuma ba na ni kuna ye aduane. Ono ukunu na bibisa wo even before abanyem no na otimi aduane e ma odi bia na bibia ye wo ana na we
okunya ade ne aduane no so nim no ni kra na ne timu ye ne de so I just think na
de bia
oni ye kra na ne timu ye ne de nti sometimes you go out of way no why if I say bean stew
and
the favorite that's the best but and I had to there were some days so obekọ adwuma ba na obebre sometimes she has to pull double hours just to keep the home because Kai said na me nya adwuma na me wo fie come awo so that's America. I don't know about other countries me share that means not other countries but America you need to keep insurance or you're a hospital you pay your co-pay deductibles and sometimes you have to pull double hours to keep all of these things and there are days I'm and I'm a if you had but that's one thing come back but I know I finish it
that means he was a sweet husband.
Yeah, I mean,
nipa but at least kakra o kano na say na Kwaku was a nice man but
yeah, beginning Kwaku was awesome. Thank you. And I never blame me now man. Did you remember me because I wasn't an angel myself.
Kwaku say oh ya mechira wati because wabo abaso. Now moving forward, nyame ya wado mutumi fa musa na 9 months and now premature.
Brianna, I think was a full-term baby.
Okay.
But it wasn't easy. Like I said, I had to go to the hospital several times, and that was my first child. And Chroma says so na minimum bia. me mama wo Ghana.
Okay.
Me nkuma phone so kwana na me penny nchom nti omo nyi bi. Nti me de I had to even go take a childbirth classes because me saw baby muda.
But your honor can you na yente say also you had to go and take a childbirth classes.
I had to take a childbirth classes.
Me dem tia say bad form. Yeah, be a
me the end I was so panicked and I said now me send this in ade kono. Me doctor that was my OBG. Advised him and told me about say me call me take classes.
Good. I say you didn't go find chiri.
In chiri me call classes 3 times in a week. Me come to your mommy, that's an extra.
Yeah.
We or to your mommy. And now me kusua senia owo a osidware obafa.
But you also muti. Is it hano itimi kusua say the owo a obedware oba and there 1 and 2. Said obe feedi no.
Say na me feedi no.
Said only beto ho.
O dey oba beto ho umbutu ba so many times because sometimes it gives them spinal cord injury. They get it right from there because also obutu no twini mu. And so me wa Ghana de nanka me ma me kaya even though my mom was an RN. Because I said so bad that ubutu no right. Now we see me ubutu on one day for a long time. But come me take childbirth classes. Actually, me say I shouldn't do that often, especially at 9 o'clock. But because it's sorry, oh yeah, you say say na yeah. I think so the best I see a jar me ba. Maybe plan home. I have to bet my child after any time me feeding me. But so bit me choking man up and. Sanya man ketekete maybe wo ha obehu oba ho na nye bibia na Jamaica na okọ size nketekete a akwala bi kra na run temperature nti baby so mo run temperature if you don't zakari it nti mo yeshe but you want to take it orally if you have fat temperature they are fat na ya 72 and I say nenu sanya man ketekete na ye share sanya man na
ene Ghana na abrochire ade ba kwa mahu nsisia ne se na sa ha no wo a akwala no ye mawo usoro mu tise kusua said the bear and who baby and touch him. And no more Ghana, my mamma to shark or down and I see.
Oh, there would be
Omutriano, almost son, a bent one. Yeah, so nice. And you say, Anna, I don't know any had any different.
Yeah,
okay, inti Ukusia Sadia. And I am Yadum, Usia, the meaning say not when you're business and knowledge, you know. Exactly. After the wow. Send Onyamuna na Usia, right?
Yeah, Minna Namico class.
This is Yamiadum. Oh, into we and now was that Antina would name problem, right?
Not, yeah, I mean, I was.
Do one I
how to do my diaper because I mean, I didn't know when you get so fear. Me, my men are me back kind, but I think say, me never back penny. Yeah, me what there 3 girls. It's not me about penny. And see, na me who say Ghana and photo, but say over ball diaper no sanya. Na me nya ade was sanya until she has.
And I pay Mogana about the benye to Maguia and the Munkwana.
How's your cloth napkins were?
And so, but yeah, the so yeah, then to my go back, Uncle family, Uncle Zim to Magrani, senior hatter. I have Musi hatter, as I used to the same money.
No,
it's just by the way. It's you know, it would be how long go hospital and sana you?
Me you know, my wound uncle very easy, sir. I think say my water broke. Like me showing a pie, not I make us say a pie. I was leaking, and it was one of my appointments. I'm quite no finding out it was leaking, and I don't.
Me my uncle in say I want one
funny easy. It's not hospital what check a crack, and I don't know. So that's more there's a come because me bano your man is so much antibiotics. But I make quite would it. I buy no. Now I said drug overdose. This and your man would it. Now we have to keep him in the house. Here at the hospital now, and son of Brianna Yoki as a beefy. But I refused to come home. I wanted to stay there with the Bano. Almost close to now to a hospital. Which my husband paid for that for me. Yeah.
Whether two is crying and say you still come home. Yeah. So finally you were able to come home.
Yeah.
Good. Who could never foul.
Meaning none at all. Yeah, meaning none quite you man like the first 3 days back, the other cocoa any I was a panama.
Do fear no. Na be mommy no onu ukunu plus the baby nti na say because we sua how a ehwe nkwala nti no na afede obetima aduare no wetimi de na to ho na we sua no mani nti na no nya din sa bi meboa good
and there be me nya na easy sa me ka say my so show me ya chere me how the bath ni besi wo na wo de recliner kito bi atum na we aduare akwala no nya mani ama ene umfa ehuro bebre wo ye kakra na wa kokoro se na be akwala no and no one yet true. So I say, but my first time and me ban patre at all from and my next option was I use my sink because that's what one thing they told me said me use to me cleaning sink na me dem I no thought say I was more safe me gina ho
Okay.
and yes me to wa me dware akwala and sanya. And I think that me I went with the sink for a few times and then I proceeded into the bath no. My bathroom, yeah.
What man no for?
Yeah, I breastfeeded. And they
Breastfeeding
breastfeeded throughout the whole time. I think I breastfeed beyond almost a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nti
Now me pumping in between.
good.
Yeah.
Meaning say that there will be ups and downs, problems kakra beba mo
Yeah.
ofufa ni nyina mu kakra ma akwala no afi na o nyini kakra right? Nti say no akwala na be nyini kakra. Yame adom was start go school, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ba mo ya Ghana for. Meaning say had e brofo na mo kana mo. Mo ma no na mo pese mo de ye krom kasa no tete omo a mo hya ase from tama omo te kasa no. Elo bra jade oye no fa we bra o we ya ma na te kasa na ebia na ne kan ne be ne din aha so twi no mo kan to say we dey American baby no ka twi to say twi mu brofo pa but still no kan bibia ote nti na is a language no mo and say ye ethnic way no mo hya ase wo basis na mo picking
from day one.
good.
Yeah.
Nti say wo ba no nyame adom e bra so ko school why enrolling no school meboa nti ha mo hya ase wo crèche ana mo hya ase wo
You can.
my first day at school no.
My first day at school na hana kasa when they turn it's pre-K. Pre-K starts at the age of 5.
Okay.
And na your preschool, but preschool ni ye enkwala they are bilingual at home. Since it's here Ghana for ya ye money bilingual at home no. What the akwala ni be ko school mo. Na no kra they do a test with them.
Okay.
Me man the omo pass me dwa omo pa because na me pese ko mo kwa adwuma no say ma.
Test says we do by school no.
Yeah, but with the pre-K no. Wow, you were preschool ni or pre-K.
Okay.
And you were head start ni or daycare. But you kind of government basis and you I think says the preschool. Preschool no and ye almost between before 5 no put me the omoko. No they go half day omoko full day.
Okay.
Normally it's for children with 2 bilingual like omo bilingual at home. It's be a Spanish for more 2 languages. Because make sure they are fluent with the English and they are writing and everything. Until they do a lot of tests with the kids when they go. And yet test be asa. Until parents ye settle aside no akwala na kodem ni. I mean man the omo en trouble by they catch them say they are very good. Omo English and they be fluent. They can wait till they turn 5 and come to kindergarten.
Okay.
Yeah.
Until at 5 no am pass omokoi.
Yeah.
Now say so must start school.
Yeah.
Until that time no na obeti wa start so wa start a we do kakra.
Yeah.
Enti nkwala no pon a ese wo na akofa akwala no school ana papa ana mu nyina obi atimi kofa.
Yeah. Na me kwa adwuma na padosta na me 6 to 2 me call adwuma 6 o'clock by 5 na me call. Enti me sorry ntema ya akwala na me kunso oye night those times. Enti that was when Brianna ne din kan so kindergarten. Enti me sorry ntem na my breakfast aye bibia I'm parenting dey obi are different. But me that type of parent e be see and me ma high school you have to eat breakfast at home. And sana wako. What if you are bonting?
Yeah.
Enti me sorry ntem na my breakfast ni me na ma nkwala na ma pack lunch. Na the friend said ebi wa kwaku rem no na me no me see abonting. Yeah. Because I said me clocking 6 o'clock. Nti no ba na oberesti kakra na ye bo be 7:30 na de Brianna ko
school. This that time now what the kind of do
na me wadu dada na me ma pon 2 abefi abefa Brianna.
Say na nya Brianna nka betimi apon later kra not 2.
Oh, say me pull hours kakra ko ma ye hours kakra extra.
But obani nti e wo say opon tem na obefa no. E na matese hanso so no time no so na say ofa akwala no na udile bebre a e dey na si. Say bia say ofa no 3 o'clock na abofo na omefa na omenden.
They can call CPS on you, which is Child Protective Services. You know about cautions, and I'm a typical example. And the interview when people review home America, especially Dallas Sports with her, everyone say maybe I've been in those troubles so many times. Unfortunately for me, as much as my marriage was so rosy and everything, and check. Brianna nya 5 now riding kindergarten, and Jaden was 3 and my worrying a year back. Akatisi aware, so unfortunately for me. Into me the I turned into a single mother for almost 10 years by myself with the kids. And see, now me the man go school. And the beginning, na kabeti akopul, but I had to cut my hours and everything to suit my children.
That's that time wabe utu.
Ma be mienu, me mba so see mienu. Jade na be ne ko daycare. Nti no kwade no cost 6 or have to 6 o'clock am fanity. That wasn't that much of an issue.
But penini no.
And na penini so no. na me di Jaden ko daycare no na Sabrina sikasem susu mu odin mami because you had your school buses are running with the daycare me ti akofa aba no after school aba be keeping amount kopenta ma aba fi school but na nneema mu ye de mami na Jaden ko daycare na me ntimi fa Brianna susu ko ye after school program nti na ne ame ne se me kosi Brianna school a me kosi Jaden wo daycare na me di Brianna ko adwuma ebi okra me di me bucket one na me care mu na ade echi kakra because I do say me do no 6 o'clock. A damn is na send me boss me na ba to one of the rooms.
That's all brave.
Me brave. Na me di bia na akọ school. Na me pon a ebi so na me deliver na mama me do. The boy na my friend me now for me are very fortunate has some very good friends around me. Shout out to Miniareta and I'm a perpetual. Those were the two they helped me out as far as picking up my children from school. Yeah. They had to also adjust. I didn't be soon like they just saw where I was coming from. Inti omeko school akwa ankwala because there was some
but before na mbetimi akwa school akwa ankwala meaning say agese wo no o authorize it.
Yeah, I have to authorize it.
Go
fill akwala ni form had emergency contact come any of phone number they have to show ID because from we wait akwa about the nedwane. Now several times I got into this issue am akwa me ban ntema obi o 1 or 2 caution. The one time you do na police for the school that I mean not one time, not once, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5. Maybe so many times.
That's a habit.
No, yeah. But me so I try my best to say me do ho. Ebi was so I'm a perpetual be pick up, but ebi are not so no ignore airport those times. Ebi are not traffic. Me are late. There was one time ebi was so I had to randomly call madam for being say, "We bet me aduane akọ school afa me ba na ma me ni ade." All to the time say, even with all this help, I was still failing. I wasn't making it. And one time, police phone they did give me out to CPS, Child Protective Services, and they came in. And then they came and I was pouring out with tears because I'm about school that Brianna. And then I end up. But I think say and also a baby because they sat down with him. They saw my struggle where I was coming from. CPS is, I think they are there to help us and our citizens. They can be your nightmare. They can be your savior too. They listened to my story and then they found some people be my member. I from and then started helping me because I showed them say this is what I make. I have Brianna Jaden at the daycare. This is the reason why. It's only daycare ni bekasai and I feel my Brianna opportunity. Sometimes it might be your downfall, but it opens the door for you. It's only daycare ni bekai no chia $90 a week for Brianna. And so all they do is just go pick me banner from school after school. No matter keeping will be me baby man no. Naturally, say me point. My problems now.
I said, Ohana bedan, Amanian bedan. I mean,
I don't know how to say it in English. Yeah.
All right. Meaning say Hano, say all they will buy a school. I said I cannot fill forms now. All the emergency contact account. Say be I want me ama. Nasa nipa na
and they can call those people.
Sanity. You have 2 options. Nipa mi na bako.
Nipa, I think it's have up to 3 people.
3 people.
On there. Yeah.
That's good. It's a uni hokwana, they can act on your behalf. All right. And aside that, no, abrochiri system no say Ghana obana nyini ebia fa ne sa akwara no 8 years. Ono akwara betima ba fie. Ebia o many way na one area ntino me di omochi akofie entisa ha.
No.
They said the need paper so on the baba found the baba found.
And Kwalani also can walk home. You want Kwalani be there, Kwalani be a school bus for
yeah.
Maybe I'm also that kind of parent. I think school bus is not a bad thing. Members almost high school, I allow them to, but I believe in me dropping my own child in school and picking up my child.
Okay.
And I'm in so I took them to a charter school most of their life, which is like a semi-private school.
Yeah.
So we didn't have school bus around. One or so do band back now I go forward there.
Wow. Nti sa struggle no dey ofa mu ye pa. They say nyame adom o man nyini kakra fine, right? But before that, tennis yan ntia say America anasa bruchi ye wa America nti yan fa America. Ahankwala hwe mu no e different. Ye say mo man no mutimi o mu de pa. One, akwala na kase me pese me board bread. I say pese o ye ni team pese. Ye Ghana ya kan rasta. The okas open no. So ye oba o ye bema o. When you cast open so ye no cray. Say or say, Mom, I want to keep thread.
I think say no question they do demand and they do push. But it's all depend on every parent. Yeah. You need to reason with, we need to discuss it.
Okay.
And this is Ghana na ubia Mr. Kokubochi ubeko no waka said that and I never say me ko am want me pepe me kra me twa uti na bi ode your friend is saying, my dad always shaved me. Growing up, my papa made me so shave me. That was my punishment. And as a mean to me, because that the
but I say Ghana no papa phone can the mechanic fine.
Thank you. I had you have to reason with her with it and discuss it. Make him. You always have to make him give reasons.
Yes.
What I say. Maybe because Mama, can we have a conversation? And then we sit at the table and we discuss it. They will bring it up. Or maybe push you. But me know that's how I did my parents. I sit with them, and then na make us say, "Chroma say as it's now." Sabi mechanic say, "Obi ehu batete we brochire da." Me feel say eye empaibo. Any adom. Any kasa chere any untumi nya ne say Ghana na yatia because my papa kwaku botwe untumi gya nanim na ne kasa any I mean my dad is one person that I think say he will reason with you and have a conversation with you most of the time and mechanica something but okasa yes you can say you don't have no obligation but maybe Santa Brianna and Jaden America say but give me reasons why I'll say this is what we want to do and I'm person me to say and I say
see at the end of the day no or to me convince so
so to me convince me let me feel say e ade e be boa ya asabusua and I say we are ebetimi aye
okay so whereby no akwala no ba bi ogina fa ne se bi akwala no aye na dwen say ya no be bi a peer pressure nti o aka so be na no be na ne maame atry so say emmo jedi nko school no ko report wa say me pese me ye meti sei me maame maka o say dabi eno authorities bam
Debbie Nkosiaga. At the only time I think the authority comes to you is when you kind of say spanking another boba.
Good. Yeah, ba hokra na ka me ba we. Afi ahanso masante say ye mamumbo nkwala no. Ye ka say mamumbo nkwala na say ontumi mbo no kra na aba na ye mfa mbo no ana ye obabi a ye mbo. How is it? Ye mo nkwala wa bruchi America.
Ye bo nkwala wa bruchi pa me bo me ma. I mean, I discipline my kids. Me ka say me bo me ma but I discipline. I don't think say it should be an issue. Oh, okay. But I'll use the word discipline. You have to discipline a child. The Bible cries say you spare the rod and you spoil a child. And you discipline them in a loving way. And then you have to give her reasons for any approach banner. You have to give her reasons. I said the only akwala so man who so what I say. And I don't think say a proper any some kind of discipline. You can put them on a timeout. You're right. You can take things away from a child. It's true. There's I get you. Sanya money be brave, but and then I never couldn't say so called book na akwala na bia. You Ghana kra na who say now saying me share a program in another background. No, yeah, we be Ghana no say me ba Max Brown ma British cheni ade aba be bomb ba no. You know I mean
first na Ghana or by say samra na ba Ghana ye monk.
Yeah, and see Chroma cry teacher oba odi nkwa asem school teacher no they bring to your attention. The school bring it to your attention when they want to do any kind of discipline. You are involved, they let you know. Okay. So what I say? Basa. Yeah, Debbie.
Ghana teacher ni tima you say you know the rule no.
Yeah, the water force you show a island. They don't want to see that you will be able to request your school for that. The same way goes to you as a parent also in the house say that's what America says no. Yeah, that's an abuse. I mean, I'm not going to marry. Come on because I don't believe in that.
That's a Hano. You can discipline the child, said you can, but you make sure you don't hurt the child.
You don't hurt the child. That's the word.
Or you don't overdo it.
Exactly.
What I say. Until ultimate discipline, but when one bono ama a mark be a man on do school teacher ni busan say what happened to you no say.
The teachers need more exaggerate cry. So what I say. Until not for us African ni ba ni ade. Now because they have an African mentality and say be a very mean parent. So CPS to get involved, they're gonna be on your home. They might even park on your street from weeks and months before even approaching you, just to see you in and out with your children and your monitoring and all that stuff. Yeah.
When your problem with them, Omada, as far as police and social for any school, we know. Have you had any?
As far as problem with Sanya Mani,
or have you been cautioned with regards to discipline? Adema Omaofi, Kolana report to that, report to Aden Omakaye, and what was the the next thing?
I think say me share Danya any huge problem, but I do have a scenario one time where Brianna really pushed me, or she got me really, really upset. And me didn't told time out. Now my money boom to get so na me de your friend saying it's a Ghana book near the festival and I me de your friend say me want no book and I me no for the one I'm time in say we just that's all like that and I'm just trying to put him on timeout and oh yes but of course share need them no far phone na of friend 911
police
yeah
that's about the facing
no sir it's a brand and 17 I start making it about 8 9 brand about 10 11 because they teach them
in school
how to call for emergency. They teach them, say, your parents might be arguing all day, you haven't been eating, because sometimes it can happen. Yeah, Ghana for me, it's everywhere. And when you feel like you're unsafe at home, who to call first? Yeah, 911, they're afraid. Oh, friend 911, now hang it up, crying. They were still gonna come because they're gonna tap the location. Wow. They still want to come see what is going on.
Sorry, it was a mistake.
Yes, and yeah, continuously, so you can get a what you call it,
refund.
You can get a fine for it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, wow. Me, my darling one that one by accident, but coming to Brianna, no question any them now. From, and I was very upset at home. But me, very fortunate. My police for na mekano, they've also been trained. I mean, I commend them. You might not get the right person, but I wasn't expecting anybody to say. Maybe a diner your one. And almost see a Columbia friend 911, but a friend one casa no sans to hang out. And so they want to find out if there was something going on in the house. And I'm so to move them. And beside my friend in Mano, a buy and Brianna any things you are still I know, I cannot say. Your friend is say, I can't say now. My punishing or say, my mom says she will flash my head in the toilet.
Oh wow.
Which and I told them, say, yeah, it's true. Me, yeah. But some of them say me discipline. So I reasoned with them. I told them what she did and why I did that. But some of them say, yes, so much me do what they Oh, I told them, yeah, out of anger. Me buafu. Me catch them say, na be man per se. Oh, and you weren't supposed to do that. Me say no. Me see how police be man no. Can I say no? May discipline me back. I'm trying to raise a child here. Means me majano no me na okwa abonte no koya no waye penny na fence akwa chino. So I'm trying to raise a child at home. But so should not say a problem. What the neighbor call na me catch Brianna so omo de ne ko on sam baby. Okọ no kota no kodi omo oatmeal na pair we anyu me ba so chi oats.
To pass an ask I
didn't want to say but I just want her to know the reality. Okay. Police ni ba no count e da masepa. No catch him. I wish every mother does that. And then they all even put the fear of Jesus in Brianna. Catch us, and next time someone she's not gonna take it lightly with them. And she apologized to me, and he commended me for what I've done for. And things like that happen. I'll go straight to jail. Because I think say in our constitution, I think until the age of 16 or 17, your child belongs to the state. Everybody belongs to the state, but your child, even as far as surgery, but no lot of spinal cord issues. Me I'm born raised Jehovah's Witness, and I don't believe in mojaji and yama. And then when we're going to surgery, I was signing paperwork, and I said to them, "Say no blood." Now the doctor looked at me in the eye. It was a panel, no catching it. Say, "Master Penny, nipa be social worker catching me." Say, "The child doesn't belong to you." Say, "Do I say a GA mojana?" The court is going to make a decision. They have a high court judge that is sitting there 24/7. So the court is going to veto power into enyemia. And that was the day me finding out say until the child is 17 or so, it doesn't even belong. It belongs to the state.
Wow. Until you say no, sir. Omaya no mo fi omumfi ni ese panyin na di sen.
Panyin na 17.
Ono ye oba. Nti sesi ya kwala no pese otu free afia obetime tu.
Ontimi ntu.
At what stage now kwala no timi tu free fie? 18 years.
Yeah. 18 America knows you as an adult.
Okay. Nti 18 years a ono no bayi wa he. Obetime ka say mommy, I want to move out. Obetime ka no actually. Because mrana ma kwa say from 18 obetime move.
Now, I can say no to her, but Brianna can choose to go. And it brings it back to the table, reason and communicate with her. But
in case still now, you can't do anything.
So while you're not just still also me as a mother, I will help her to be out there. Because sometimes, you need to allow them to go, no matter how it is out there. So I'll do the necessary things. And yeah, dear, madam, what did you be to credit you? because many cause you no. And I remember when they turn 18, most of them go to college.
Yes.
And see when you're back with your better around that, they're gonna be in school anyway. And see.
Ahankwala me buy ade ba kwa ma hu ne omo dressing, especially summertime. Utumi hu girls ni be dressing na ye ma show. Obebusa ne age. So 13 years. No ahye bibi na hu say ha so no. Kola na body. No ahye bibi tie. Na piercing. Na anklet, ahankwala so mpe anklet pa ma no. Na anklets ebi wa tattoo. But obekom na bi or minor 14 years, 15 years. Why do parents allow that? Because Ghana they akwala they said okay unyini ya me timi mo sabra no ba say come on ma hu okru bebre. Why is it so?
Now let me just
Generalize
before.
it.
Let me
Okay.
generalize this. Now the fact that we want akwala be say be osha target titi and I saw you winning chess or akwala boy. That's one thing I want to make it clear. She might be one of the most smartest kid, very mannered child. I always use the word mannered child. Until you can't judge a person.
Appearance.
America doesn't judge a person by appearance. Okay. At the same time, and so yeah, especially when you're in the medical field now, with so much starting in your money, you need to cover it up. You don't. They
won't say pull it, but cover it. Right?
You have to cover it up. Until you have to maybe wear long sleeves. Okay. Sometimes a company is not going to tell you, say, yeah, because of your tat, I'm not going to, but that will, because you don't want to do it all over your face in your mind. Especially medical field, you are asked to cover it up because if you're not your tat, might have a symbol. It's very insulting to somebody. I know somebody doesn't sit with them.
They won't say no because you have tat, but they will ask you to cover it.
Yeah, they will tell you to cover it up.
Discrimination.
No.
But me,
that make us say it's individual parents. I don't have any issue. Especially when it comes to Texas. I think July was the first breaking record in the history of Texas. A Rihanna boy in the month of July, and it has never happened. And to hit me, I know what she said. Now, that's why it tends to for these children. But it's very hard. You can do your shows. And not just say nothing now crouching something still at the same time.
I had a normal. I had a normal.
Now I way. And as far as say akwala be born as soon and they say me to my born as soon, I think that doesn't justify.
That means say hano. Nya wasum born e kire say wa say nya one anklet.
But me will be our no after the tick up and someone e chain we bia.
Nti de me hu no e normal. Me hu no say e normal nya de one wa bia. Nti say wo Ghana na obi fi America ba Ghana na hu say wa hye normal nti a don't judge. Said you can. Sometimes you who almost want me and kwalaboni. A system I wa heat na no den. To be honest, me na ya catch them say if you abo Texas na me say omboa. Bamba no first day I'm doing am say hey. Ya fa go to we na bo wa no won. Abo ma nsuo kra wi o. Nsuo
the whole lake is gone.
I'm telling you. Nti I think say it's true. Oshi akwala no abon ne tattoo ahye ne ankle na ye, but they respect the school sua de kama nti no ho de thumbs up to nkwala no na ememasem so ha no nkwala no omuhu memasem ntem anaje so omoye adult omunyini wi ansa na omoye memasem and so to say
because it's hormonal thing, and then, like I said, it's all communication. And then they come home and tell you to have a crush on this one, and I say we have a crush on me. What Ghana now supposed to catch up with us will be a crush, but I have so many crush on so many men. Me, I couldn't say. I couldn't even say. And I Ghana catch up. I have a crush on you. Don't just say me pill.
Yeah. Say crush. They say me pill.
Yeah, and I said before how was school. I mean, can't show. Maybe Brianna is a very smart kid.
Okay.
But no, what school? No, time no, a middle school. There was this boy be our classroom, and I think Brianna had a crush on. Akwala na bonds, and no person to nya F, not just akwala. Then you on na etime din komo. So I say, obeti so aba say obeti be share obi a. Ono so ni akono so. Anybody because of that into the crash into. But that doesn't mean say no mudini because it keeps changing, it evolves. So I just like I said no. Nipe be brother me wa Ghana na has so bad but say I no catch them say and we dem no so I just say and you have to reason with them, talk to them, communicate with them. O me catch you.
Asam okay me kana madam fo ba ko ne ba o di 8 years. 8 in the oba. Na ne papa busa and say what do you want to say daddy I want just one thing. I want to celebrate with my boyfriend. 8 years no. Ampane papa kofa akwala no, the boyfriend no by.
Yeah.
The whole day they spent it together. They were hugging, they were talking, they were. And yes, bonimo. Said the can I say, aha no, crash no, filu. And yes, be say or no kwa koda. But open us him. Crash no.
Yeah.
A bit me about say be 2 years later. And you know be.
And you know crave you. Never Jade no or track. He's a very good track runner. Like what district. And he or collab on in the court track in President Bondi because we're having an interview. And then they started having crush on each other. I mean, I took them to the pool. I sat there and watched them to play in the pool. But they said, I did not call. All of a sudden, JD doesn't want to see her again.
Sister, I didn't know what I said. Yeah. But make sure you keep an eye on it.
And then communicate with your child. I mean, you have to be able offer and easy.
Yeah,
yes, so bad we might think, say, I know, say, me having children from babies to growing into high school. High school, I think, is the. I mean, it's many high school mean to me go for most of their own and no crown of parenting. The more they grow, because they get exposure to things, they might get friends, association, and continue to talk to them to know their friends, who they are associating with. Because Obi Krabeka say, oh, Kwame, hey Brianna, what about school? I mean, what candy? I mean, from it could be drug. No, I drug over. I call no crane. Toffee. When you say na down for money toffee, so na a drew no dear man. On my drug now, when Brianna had the projects in school, and someone had in the me no, as a parent in my end, like me see with school be me say, you do not share with friends and you don't take things from people. Do not take food, anything, water, candy, especially candy, gum from a friend. And it's a no to me. And to me, share me money from day one. Me dropping with school, no. So you have to recite it to me. Now we do high school no cry na because but they are vulnerable to friends. And also will communicate. And maybe I'm very loud. I felt like being aggressive with them. No, try and come down with their level, sit with them, talk to them. I mean, maybe I would say, what do you think? What does it look like? Is this something that you're going to be proud of tomorrow? And as you have to also set example. Maybe your baby, I'm a very fun and bubbly person. I like to go out. I like to hang out. I do take my children to do that. We do vacations together. Me play do of me to me sa. And me ba na nya ne say onko abonten kwa no nkosa because of full of a soccer concert. I mean, I thought to Wako Jackson Beaver concert.
Ti ase ha no. Like a Libra say. Ni nyina ne say do kan no. O dey communicate with the child.
It's all communication. Any mpaibo.
I say Ghana no. Say mpewanye say Africa pa. Ba brochire mpewanye say no so sa.
Yeah.
Meka say mpewanye say akwala nu so no wa konyim. Aha menka say ni ha ba menye sure say untumi mfa Ghana Africa de no tutu ha because ha no akwala no onlake hwe. Wo say Africa no. Akwala ba ni sisi no ne no fo bubo no. Oka che ne ma me say mpese me komo no atia no. Wo de omo fa no ko makwala no nko hu say de moti. Nti be ma bi de more dada na. Onene ma me ne papa ko more dada.
Yeah.
Me a baby girl, a little girl. But so far me bano baby I say urabi am the nevra.
Exactly.
And near me why he say me Ghana no say daddy let's go to the playing ground. Me then never call. I say me makola na explore.
Yeah.
Na o nyina abema bi am kan say o yenko beach e. Na say beach no TV da ntino. Oh sir na she's anxious to go. Enti parents no yensua how they said okay. Akola no so concert bi a ticket mananko.
Yeah, you go with her.
You get it.
Him. Yeah. And I say, opeso who now for 4 no hanging out. And now why we never because sometimes we met mothers 2 of us will volunteer. Yeah. And me man, I know the friends they hang out, I know their parents. It's me because someone now or more. Maybe sometimes one parent they volunteer. Yeah. We also cry anyhow. But
time that so
like I'll pick you up with it. And maybe I can say, Brianna, let me trust you. Me know I have a GPS of my children as a parent. That's what I have. Yeah. And we all look at Google. So wherever she's working at, we call me phone. So I mean, maybe at each point. I mean, yeah. Oh, wow. A call of a I'll call him. Brianna, you were supposed to be here. Where are you at? And you're so strict. No, you're being strict, but in a cunning way.
You're right. I get you.
And you like me, like I think so, I'm a very fortunate child growing up in Ghana. So me papa woman kwa. Me 17. The first thing my dad did, I think so my period in 20. Me booming sir. I think I was in secondary school our first year. in secondary school, so second year. The first thing my dad did, Omame whiskey.
It was the first time.
And order me
Me
to
cry
the
me
table.
the cows had it.
Yeah, Omame whiskey. Oh, yeah, no Omame sika account. And I'll catch him and say, I didn't ever meet me the other me and sa any sika. And order me call the bedroom or train the door. Say, Ama, who is sika? If you are.
Yeah.
And if you want to drink, you can always come here. See me, Papa. And I think I was young, but I think that grounded me. I didn't date in Ghana and all that. But it would be so hard for a man to convince me with alcohol and money. Yes. Because I can go to my dad and have it. And to not have that in me. No, it's also the Bible and also share me as a First Corinthians. And I've always had growing up with this Bible verse. I say 1 Corinthians 15:33. Bad association corrupts useful habit. And I always have to let my children recite it to me too. That's good. And me man also no the same thing I do. Me man they can. I mean, that's not a good thing to do. They have their own debit card. I mean, we can crack to swam. Send a baby na abontia. And yes, madam for the kwakoto amami. And now madam for say me didn't if I on satum. So forward you. Send because who name madam for no dey go aduane. Nkwala na aba na okroman. Nkwala na okroman no. You don't know where they come. Everybody's coming from a different home. Yeah. So I say, and you don't know what they are raised with. Even Americano. A drug. That's one thing that is more serious, especially when you're in high school.
That means to avoid Nina or Kada, Skakakra,
also. Not the attorney there.
To wing in Anna Mobiaka so nam Hamas and Kolan. You see, the way church that day with Muno, Obi Obefi be a better says, oh, Tinyasa Bruchino, Yashada say, Yen Colano. But the obey Colano, so being any peace of mind. Exactly. Or here be a own slow or about him. Say, even boyfriend or when you're committing me about I've got a boyfriend. Yeah. You know, the thing say is good. But Ahano, at what age in a morning Colano and that back? I was or separate room.
From day one. Because my man, they had it at nursery. But I once a while I'll bring them to my room. So
and a compulsory.
And you're compulsory. I mean, it's what you think so you'll be able to afford. Like Abrabone, now we had a very huge home, Mansfield. Before I signed our anybody. First when I had my first child, we had an apartment. And no, we had a lot of nursery. Brianna was in the between, but with Jaden, you know. Yeah, we had and Brianna wanted to die from day one when she was 2 years old. No one died. Okay. We stayed. Jaden had his nursery in Obadiah demo. And yeah, day mom, you know, our any year basana. I had to go back into a duplex. It was just a 2-bedroom. It's not more back home now. So money now. Yeah, now down back home. Almost share bedroom. But Bema
but they allowed or Bane Bema Ninia,
yeah, they can. They
that bed back also.
They can. I mean, it's what you can afford and what you can. Oh, okay. Yeah.
You say be am running.
Debbie running, yes, sir.
But
yeah. When they started growing up, they started asking for their own privacy. Oh. That's one thing about Abuchi Nkwala.
Who say Ghana no? Yani mama ni papa mu na neda. Yes, the head of form.
No, mama da panoso.
Inti match no koso kura kwala no kura by so katene.
They become a dear yes, sir. Oba kasa was school actually teacher say, "Me papa ni mama born match." That's an abuse on your child. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, Ghana dey man for bedemo. Because match pa koso won kwala na nim no.
Debbie, you can't do that. You to me, yes, sir.
And I say, aha, mo amoya man mo mano. Omo pay attention party say bi anka maba we na bi a wonware. Na bi a my girlfriend na wona maba yi. Yes nkwala no I say, mommy, now, because
and Mr. Kruman Kola and Kasobia to Titanium, I mean, Papa, both sides. I mean, I was single for a long time. Like I said, you know, me worry, and Che, that's a 2 years money away. On the sort of Ghana. But prior to that, you know, I would say, I didn't date. I did date like 1 or 2. Yeah. But my man also sending them they were very close to me. Because years back, and I was talking to this guy in London. I was in London 4 times, time. I think somebody introduced us. We never got to meet though. Say but phone so. But on the sorry, now me sorry early morning will come. I said I did 6 hours divine. In terms of no, maybe 6 o'clock and hot 12 o'clock. And I think it was summertime. It's me so I made breakfast and maybe I did in partition panty. Or yeah, na me name me bayi koneba. Maybe na guy never for na me sit phones na me breakfast na me eat one day. Me phone to one. Me ba no go far call na guy ni frame me. I didn't know why the guy didn't call me anymore.
Okay.
My mother friend was saying, hello, this is JD, my mommy's son. I said, my mommy's son, this is JD. And I was trying to catch and say, time not framing. I said, that's the time my mom is making breakfast and taking us to school.
Wow.
And it's taking the attention away. So best friend up on the show. Please.
And
And Jaden was around 7-8 years old.
Hey. Wow.
And your best friend, no middle school. Obesha timing because I'm past 6-7. I can't see your school. Into yes, and I'm meeting. Come eat your breakfast in that. I feel I'm in your crunch not table. So more than baby. Yeah, I'll catch a guy, no. And the guy in the cutting to have another 3 days now on frame me. My friend was saying, "I'm me person. Let me play what is good timing for you."
Yeah.
Meet me, dear friend, and Kwalani say.
Oh, but say Akwalana and Cambonesa.
One carbonate, but the went full. But on the crane he was blown out.
To be funny, and I love that.
It was very funny. See, this is my mommy's son, Jaden. The timing you can come in, my time in my. And one time, so let me quite sorry. Let me point out there was this particular guy. If you are sorry, no Bruni, or Baby Jammy, no the other kind. Some crowd walk up pulling me car in and sana. I found Kwalani and one day, I mean, you being decoy when I'm a guy. Train me. Babe man, or a very, very jealous.
Jealous mom.
Yeah. Obani, the other back said, you've been talking on the phone for a while. Can you tell him to drop off and then you pay attention to me, please?
And you do it, right?
Or to be joining, mommy, I need my time to work as such. So then when you see that, because maybe there is something she want to talk to me about and I don't want to take away. If it's so as I tell her, Brianna, I'm on the phone. Can you just give me 20-30 minutes? A pound of Baba Mount sign say, oh, time and action. Are you gonna come?
They had no bed a butcher for Manana when you're
yeah, one man.
Because I didn't know. Say, Yami, I don't know, Colony, you put the Eka, no Musa. Yeah. One of them, I mean, Shawabia, who said that as well. No, I said, Robert, the back of Robert, that old man in Tennessee.
Never change his hand at Ayakolan. I'll catch a guy and say, my mom is not ready now. I see you be waiting. I think it's all about us now. Right now, she's not ready.
Wow.
And see, I'm passing out the kind of 1% of a soccer champion of permutation and point because Jaden made me realize it.
Yes, Remo. We know I'm but a situation I had here. We are Bema, only baby, our butcher is I have a tray. Why? Colano Muhunya, but I don't have attention.
Kakra.
Tia Momo. Yet in common baby, it's been a very interesting conversation. Now, yeah, baby, you know, now say what dog will fear.
Yeah. The third child.
Yes, a bruchy on. On one here, pa state and a bino, a young quala, a ma, and a moi. Yeah, man, any chatto.
Yeah.
And power.
Yeah, it's true.
Into a crammy, a odiam.
Yeah.
But by mistake, odia dear bockram and no prayer, if it might.
You can get an abuse for abusing your dog. As I say, you can get a fine. You can even go to jail for that. For abusing your dog.
Dinkrama kwa musho mu yeti se ni pasa.
Ni pasa. Me was say me krama dey friend Ruth. I mean to me Ruth.
Hey, Ruth. Chia we be o.
Oh, they are fine.
Oh yeah, Ruth in that so. Ruth in America.
And see, I mean Ruth is like a child to me. Me no kwase me krama to say me ba. I'm a friend of my third child and I think say because I grew up with pets, papa and grandma, and why part of my family, I mean, they have sometimes feel about you're so stressed. The way this dog is just gonna come at you and then you have to make sure that they are getting their shots because that's another thing. So one walk around shots. Now so cow will be cramaya. That's a huge issue. No konya rabies and also be bad. And you have to make sure that they get their shots.
Take care of them well.
You take good care of them. Yeah, Ruth is a German Shepherd and then a mix. No home food, you have to take care of
mixed race.
Or your mixed race, yeah.
Or wow.
There be only the master mean person
now or that ultimate down passing.
Some people let their dogs into their bed, but maybe the camera and from it. Yeah, but or to maybe that bedroom. Every bedroom in this house has a dog bed in there.
Oh, okay.
It is a that route the first me them no be ba or no ni be an empada. Or yeah, now was
on fan. No cry ni be yes for that.
Yeah, now
on your so.
I got a trainer for her. Into on she can hold it for 8 to 10 hours.
Okay.
Into it depend on you. Into I was very fortunate. My doctor been a day Ruth mom and then he trained it. Ruth hold it for 8 to 10 hours. Into within the next 8 to 10, if you feel an apart, you make sure you go back yard na wakwa ni hu ye wadidi wa bibia
Mo akra o
ye
tire.
gensio na ye gya no wo fie between 8 to 10 hours ni mu ba akwa be fie du fie na ye bie no
Na akọ.
and na me krama no so ya krama bia so person okoso na say within that time you fie oba ko gina door na no say I want to go out
Nti obehu say
and also be anyway so if you need something oba baba be mama hu say she will do something say bia me pese me call until within 8 to 10 hours there na you will feel we can leave her as far as 8 to 10 hours but see you too kwani ade so sometimes so na menyo obi a most of the time it's hard say obey until your doggy daycare until which I have to pay extra for that until me ko jano ho sometimes most of the daycare it say work hotel some of them come with a suitor who are born to me share or camera or camera what how they are treating her so me share na so na ma dey so atna playing
that's all. Anti wetin ne krama na etna plane motor kwan ko bia o twa ticket man.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you pay taxes on her, but you have to pay.
Krama na kwa tena. Yehu mu abrofo no dom de ba Africa pa. Na question bi amambusa na yen wrap up. Se edu ba bia mo fa nani for nkola no. Mo fa ne se wa baby
babysitter.
Baby ha. Se bia o ye adwuma na opese wo na. Sa no nipa na be fia be hwe oba na ma.
It depends. So betimi you be a fia. I've used a babysitter before time nkola no so ani mu no. But don't make me command no. Me Ghana ni bi. Ana me command and na mo wo daycare so a running between. Yeah.
And no sa no mutua be yesen.
It depends. Obi wo ha no be charge bi
The list. Wo tua.
Those time that was years back. My back Jaden was 15 now. It's time I made Jaden call while she was 7 months old. And I think those time I was paying I think $15 a day.
$15 a day.
Yeah.
Wow. That time no crowd.
That time no crowd. It's say no be betimi agye sa abusu so otimi ba ye obi wo so ye living nanny no aba betina ho. Na bia white man bosom ni apese obi wo betimi 1,500 a month anabi. Ne dia na strictly so hwe man no nche say oba be di true fia ba ye
no be say akwala no ho no te.
Akwala no be di. Any depend say akwala no ba ko ana mi no be hwe ho so no de.
Akwala bia any o.
But me I've never used a living nanny. Me na me de me ba no koma obi. And eche me mom call daycare. Daycare can be very, very tedious because those times let me pay Jay let me to $120 a week.
Wow.
And a Brianna so no after school just for 3 o'clock on my fan and I can find a bear 6 let me to 90 a week until it could eat you up.
All right, yeah, then common baba we I think said ye here bia no yeah tackle ya kan wasem. Ufana West the mama for especially in Ghana for then I be catch mo with regards to Abuchira and they will be a eager. Sisi a ukọ Ghana
Yeah.
Na oka say car ni si we or person ko Abuchira on your beti wani na obi akọ. I say everybody wants to travel now. Now saying you say I don't know who here come back can't say I don't know how even cry no Russia or any money Turkey.
Oh yeah.
A man for says see Russia kwan be da so mo kunu I said people want to travel out of the country.
I think say come on idea so
yes. Advice when advice mo be especially man member YouTube can be near
me try to cheer. I would never ever enter media with make say coming to America is a bad thing. I don't know about other countries. And it's not too late for anybody.
Yes.
You can make it here. There are opportunities here. But it's the way you live it. It's the way you live it. Uba Ukroma is also the best thing. I mean, Yekrum Ghana has very good education. No to hona mini. But send your sitting as far as opportunity, baby school ha or be paid juma. There is no intimidation. In America, I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, but it's so
beautiful.
It's beautiful, and you can always make it. But in no mentality, I would and how you want. You have to be ready to make sacrifices. You are ready to work hard, and you're ready. And now, being at the right place at the right time. You bet me and crata not being at the wrong place. Just put you in trouble. Not what BBS swept you on, sir. And it's a good opportunity, but I'll say your mindset and a chroma so easy. Ya ma menye busuya for near ye nuanom mo Ghana ofi sometimes be abesin asre ade na ye mfam bai na eno nkyere ze bia it's more due. You got to work and you got to pay the bill.
Those no how they those no move.
Ghana bia beti aka che ofi ora say bia you can say oh mame bosome I beti aka che apartment say mame bosome but the late fee be kan each day is away. Beti aka che mortgage company say bia hey this month need to me my late fee but after one you be call foreclosure be too. And you gotta make it, and I mean, Tell me, see, I can't.
But I did be me feel how a bit of Ghana and yo. I remember I was driving with my friend, and I say, "Young come Mercedes." I sagro. You do Mercedes na no waje Benz without cash.
You don't have to have a down payment.
Pa. Waje Mercedes latest. Wale kufi.
Yeah.
Na if you ultimate talk without cash. Car ultimate talk mobile phone. Be just say, and then ma setna ye dem.
Yeah, they make the system once a year juma. Now to show some kind of show what income now. They can give you anything, and you have to build the credit too. You have to have the credit. I know it's not Chroma for a long time, so many years, but you don't have a credit. America, credit is what is your life. Because Oshana were very good credit scores. I don't know how to meet me cheche more. She cast more
credit na ye. I say, we will be a credit history.
I say, utia.
The more na utia na
build it. Enti omunya ho to so wo mu say me de ade ma wa ubetimi aye. Enti wo kona say we very good credit scores e kodu baby a ahoto so me say wo ya wo nyama pepe wo tua wo bills wo ya bibia no just say wo de ka wo so me wo de ka wo so atu tua bills bia ode be ma wo ni ape bia ho ni obepeja de ama eno obetimi wo show income to say me ya adwuma. Enti unkasa Ghana after some boa konya 100 million something me akoto car
anako hand dan this all time
thank you
we the good bag na da come fiura
and sana you just have to show so down payment so show that down payment so share that nye yes ultimate to fee crowd we have first home buyer assistant to fee for in America it's here you just have to ask. And Akroma, that's one thing that many are gonna force me meeting me. I say, Santa, I say, me person me come asem obi hu masem. And I say, me you have to ask questions. You need to read, ask questions. Who ni mu abisa? Me say aboa me pa. And then me baby sam premprensui. And mani nye fere. Mani say, oh me person obi beti masem. Ote wasem anai do biya wasem. Talk to people, ask questions, and they will help you because I did people okra na beti me kra nya free. So I just say. But now untim and now person masem de me akwa nante. No, ask questions.
Michelle. Yeah. One boy enkomo pa Michelle. Oh, social media person man for follow. Oh, bibita. And now we okay.
I'm not a big social media person. Maybe about social media which means I'm having fun.
Yeah, Michelle. Na Michelle. I'm repaming the person be din komo biem. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Shout out to be a person
Okay, hello. I'm a person make a shout out. Me papa Principal Kujechi Bukubuchi or Kaswa Mechiba Sabina
City.
Sabina. And my friend is saying your last born, Deborah, or your nurse at Castle Hospital. And the Ghana for na me kuma for me cooling a bush for me children, me none for reader. Helen, not to dance. Some of Madame Helen. Hello.
Thank you for watching. God bless you.